Today we're gonna show you how to do a DIY oil change on any Mitsubishi Mirage from 2012 to 2024 currently, or maybe they're gonna keep making them. All you need to do a DIY oil change is an empty oil container of any kind with a utility knife and a 17mm wrench, oil filter and oil. This is some additional things we're going to be using. It's graphene lubrication modifier and the graphene oil system cleaner. So to clean the oil system, we first need to put it into the engine and then run it for like 10-15 minutes to clean the oil system, and then we'll drain it. So let's start by opening the hood. The lever for opening the hood is right here in the Mirage. You hear a loud click, the hood is opened. So press on this latch so you can lift it off. Drop stick. Okay, so now we open the oil filler and fill this graphene oil system cleaner. Very liquidy. Yes, that looks like it's gonna clean it well. And now we start the engine. So we decided to cut out an opening in this bottle while the engine is cleaning itself, so we don't waste any time. So here's how you do it. Get your utility knife and you just poke it and cut it. That's it. The 15 minutes have passed. Now we can shut down the engine and start the draining process. Before we drain anything, we like to make sure that we can actually fill it after. So I open the filler cap and just rest it on my table here. That way we know we are able to fill. Very important. So we already cut out our container, really nice and flat. Really low profile. The car is really low because it's a Mirage, so we really need this low profile container. We're gonna first position the container under where the filter is, so we remove the filter first. So let's go under and place it somewhere in the middle front section, right around here. And hope that this the oil that's coming out from the filter is gonna make it into this container without getting spilled on the floor. You'll probably get some splashes here and there, but most of it should go into the container. So now we go ahead and grab that filter with your bare hand if it's colder, and if it's too hot, you can use a rag or maybe some gloves. I like to use rag because I don't like gloves, but it's only the preference. You can use whatever you want, as long as you don't burn yourself. So you stick your hand in there and grab that filter. It's a little tight here, but it's possible. So I'm gonna try with my left hand now. Seems like it's a better idea. Yes, it fits better. Oh, that's tight. One more attempt with this hot filter. There's also a red hose going really close to it. Ow, it's a little burny. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going slowly but surely. Oh yeah. Oh. Ideally, you should probably wait a little bit for it to cool down
and then drain it because it's hot. Oh yeah, that's it. Now the oil is slowly dripping into the container. We got it right into the container. No spills yet. So I undid the filter just a little bit, not a lot, so that the oil slowly just drips down into the container. That way, less mess. Okay, so the oil seems to have stopped dripping from the filter, so we're gonna undo it. Oh, it's still going a little bit once we started moving it, but that's okay. Get a rag. Filter is still hot, steaming hot. Now the most important here is don't let it fall, because if it falls into that container, it may splash and we get like all kinds of oil everywhere. We don't want that. Okay, so we got it off. I usually flip it up in my hand and then pull it up so that it doesn't spill, just like so. We're gonna install the filter right away so that it doesn't drip from that region. So this lip here should be lubricated before installation so that we don't rip it, so we don't create any like damage to the seal. So we can just use the old filter's lip seal to just lightly coat it with oil. Yeah, it should be enough. I'll add some of the additional oil to just make it more lubricated. Okay, and now we just install it in the same way we removed it. Just gotta catch it onto that thread. Find the thread. Yes, I think I found it. Good. All right, it's in. Now, I'm gonna tighten it a little bit later when it gets colder in that area. So let's go and drain the oil first. Don't forget our 17mm wrench. All right. I have my little foamy pad here. You can use cardboard boxes if you don't have a large foam pad, or you can just kneel. I like to lie down because it's easier. Yeah, what's up? Okay, so just reach with your left hand. The container has been moved into the position under the drain plug. Now we use our wrench to loosen the plug. Yeah, the plug has been loosened. And now with your fingers, you just slowly undo this plug. The plug is probably going to fall into the container. You can retrieve it later. I'll try to catch it, but we'll see. I may not be able to. It's also hot. Yeah, I retrieved it. Nice. And I did not get anything on the floor. Beautiful. Success. While the oil is dripping, there's only drips left. We can cut our funnel. We don't want to buy funnel, because why would we buy funnel? I have this oil bottle from Redline Oil. So we're gonna make a really nice funnel here with the same utility knife. The bottom of this is in such shape that we can just cut out the middle, and we're gonna have a really nice lip, anti-spill lip. So we have a really nice funnel now, already cut out. Just open the cap and stick it into the filler. Now we're gonna go and close the drain plug. So we run it in with our fingers and then just use the wrench to tighten it. Good. Now it's nice and tight. We can also pull out our oil. We are ready to finish tightening that filter. Now it should be cooler. after a bit of time. Yeah, it's much cooler now. So I'm gonna reach in there and I will finish the tightening. Not a very convenient place. At least it's possible. And that's what I love about it. At least possible. Okay, it's nice and tight there already.
So we're using our liquid moly Mollage and 5W30 oil on it, even though the specification says 0W20. But this is summer, really hot, and we're using this car for towing. Yes, we do use Mirage for towing. I know it sounds weird, but yes. So we already pre-measured 3 liters here, so we're gonna just fill it in. All right, so oil is filled. Now we're gonna do the graphene. So we need about 10% of total capacity, and I guess we're just eyeballing it. Eyeballing 300 milliliters. Let's see. All right, we're gonna start the engine. It ran for like 10 seconds, that's enough. The oil pressure is good. The engine pumped the oil everywhere. Now we just check the dipstick to make sure we have proper level. So I wiped it first and then I stuck it in. We got like a couple millimeters above the maximum. That's totally fine. You can keep it even higher than that. That concludes our oil change on a Mitsubishi Mirage. The only thing we used was the wrench, a few oil bottles that we made our tools out of, and the utility knife, and the supplies. So very easy to DIY. They don't need the hoist, don't need the jack, don't need anything. Just your hands and some brain and some basic tools.